Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Shura and MarineLorD on Central Protocol. And by Shura, this is actually Scarlett, another name that she goes by. And let's go ahead and introduce the players. In the top left of Central Protocol, hailing from France and Millennium, it is the blue Terran player MarineLorD. And in the bottom left of Central Protocol, we have the red Zerg player from Team Acer. It is Canada's Scarlett. So here we are, ZBT on Central Protocol. Again, I don't know why Terran players don't all have this map vetoed, but in a tournament setting, as this is from Nation Wars, you can't veto all the maps. You can choose which ones you want to play on first, but eventually, if your series goes long enough, you are going to have to deal with these backdoor rocks or front door rocks as they may be, this wide ramp into your natural. Just not a good place for anybody to be, Terran or Protoss. Zerg doesn't care, so obviously Scarlett doesn't have this map vetoed, but other players do all over the place. So it looks like actually Scarlett, she's going for an early spawning pool into an extractor. Whoa, not at all going for the hatch first play we've seen so many times in this particular matchup, especially in Legacy of the Void. Perhaps planning a bit of an early bailing bust, perhaps using some lings to knock down these rocks and get inside the main base. I'm not sure if MarineLorD is ready for this. He is going for a double barracks opening, so that's going to be very useful. Having either Marines or Reapers to deal with the incoming lings will be very handy. If he just went for a quick one racks expand, where he went for a Reaper into a command center, this early pool stuff could really mess him up. But the double racks opening, triple racks opening, oh, okay. So this might actually be Scarlett responding to what MarineLorD is going to do. It's very possible that Scarlett has seen this 3 racks opening before from MarineLorD. Yep, indeed, that first Reaper is coming out now. And said, all right, to deal with this, if I go hatch first, I don't have my lings out in time. I don't have my queens out in time. I don't have my tech like roaches out in time. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of sacrifice those early drones that I normally get and just have enough speedlings out, enough queens out to deal with the 3 racks Reaper, and then hopefully be on a solid enough footing to deal with the follow-up that comes from MarineLorD. So excellent, excellent decision here. I've always wanted to see how this would work if a Zerg player did go for that pool first against 3 racks Reaper, and now Scarlett is giving us the chance to figure it out. So these lings are already out, ready to go, immediately retreating because that Reaper wants them dead, getting a couple shots off on them. They're running for home. One's not going to make it though. Immediately killed her. The drone's actually heading back home as well. A slow queen traipsing on out. Already 2 kills. KD8 charge knocking the queen back. Queen wants to get up here and defend this space. Another queen already here. Scarlett making another queen down here as well. So exactly, queens and speedlings are going to be the order of the day. KD8 charge being causing everything to get knocked on back there. The queen valiantly fighting, but excellent, excellent micro from MarineLorD instead. Both of his Reapers do survive. Another 3 on the way to join the 3 that are already out on the field. And here they come, the Marine buddies, all 4 of them moving up onto this creep. The 2-3 queens ready to go here. KD8 charge being dodged, all 4 of them being dodged by the queens. The Reapers heading on out, continuing to inject. Scarlett not messing up on her macro one tiny little bit. Running in here are these lings, but no, getting absolutely massacred by the Reapers, trying to get more and more drones. KD8 charge is hitting not much of anything in particular, but lings actually heading up for a counterattack for Scarlett. Might lose a queen. Speedlings are out now. Get a bit of a surround, take one down. And chase the Reapers home again. The lings can't get inside. This is a full wall by MarineLorD, but might be able to get that supply depot. No, not at all. Instead, the Reapers show up, losing one of their number. Another one perhaps going to die. Nope. Trying to split the Marines, or the lings, down into the low ground and the high ground. Excellent micro here, though, from MarineLorD. A lot of lings are dying, and not many Reapers are falling here. 4 have died to 25 Zerglings. Yeah, not good at all for any Zerg players on Earth to see those kind of numbers, but continuing to make lings. It is 28 to 18 harvesters, though, so basically Scarlett has sacrificed a lot of her economy to deal with this early Reaper opening from MarineLorD, and not getting a Roach Warren either, just going for speedlings, hoping for that surround. Does catch a couple of them. KD8 charge is knocking a bunch of his own Reapers back for MarineLorD, unfortunately for him. And lings just kind of hanging out. They do regenerate energy. It's fairly slow, though. If we take a look here at one of these that are injured. Oh, we had one. We had one, and then they started running around. Yeah. There we go. 16. You wait a few seconds, and it goes 17. So yeah, these guys aren't going to be up to full health anytime soon, but if they get can avoid getting shot in the face by a Reaper, they might be okay. So technically, it is 2 base to 1 base. Technically, Scarlett has held this up, is droning up heavily behind it here. Now that the danger has passed, still a bit worried about these Reapers, but has a big enough Zergling ball and Queen ball that he feels like he can, or she feels like she can deal with it. KD8 Chard, boom, exploding there, getting a creep tumor, nicely done by MarineLorD, just being super annoying with these Reapers. And double command center, double attempting to expand here from MarineLorD, perhaps here and here. I'm not sure what the intent is. Ling's running around, trying to check if there's any extra bases that she does not know about. The Reaper count right now is at 12. Are there more on the way is the question. Production tab shows yes. Continuing with this Reaper production. Roaches are on the way for Scarlett. She's building her Roach Horn, ready to go with that. Again, the number of queens on the field is currently 5. Bunch of Lings out there as well. Another big attack, big surround with Lings. Gonna try to pin these Reapers into a corner. Nice positioning though from MarineLorD. And pretty much all of those Reapers survived. How many have died thus far? Only 7, and 67 Lings have lost their lives thus far. Scanning and taking out creep tumors. MarineLorD looking very strong indeed. That did not go as well for Scarlett as she intended it to. And here come the Reapers. If they pushed on up, I feel like they'd be in a good spot, but checking to make sure there's not a third base they could try to kill. And indeed there's not, then just hopping up into the main. Here are some Roaches, here are some Queens. KD8 Chard is killing everything though, knocking everything back. Absolutely. Now moving into Marine production, here is MarineLorD, because his name is MarineLorD. Fully walled off the bunker and supply depots, hedging those. And the Reaper's just holding on to map control right now. A Ravager on the way for Scarlett. A factory finally coming up from MarineLorD and pushing out with a Roach Ravager composition. Corrosive Bile is being thrown up, but again, Corrosive Bile better against stationary units and not ones that can flee and are fast. For example, like Reapers, hypothetically. Good dodge there once again by Scarlett. Corrosive Bile might have gotten a hit there, I'm not sure. Big hit there on the KD8 charge though, and just walking through it. So hard to micro with all these KD8 charges being thrown down. Trying to come up here as well. Corrosive Bile thrown down on that bunker, being repaired immediately. No, killing SCVs instead. Hitting SCVs, and the bunker does end up falling. More Roaches and Ravagers rolling on in. Corrosive Bile being thrown down on Marines, hitting one of them. It seems like the Reaper's trying to come in the backside and do some harassment of their own. KD8 charge knocking everybody back, but a lot of Roaches and a lot of Ravagers have made it in here into the natural base of MarineLorD. Can he hold it off? Forced to pull SCVs off the line to deal with this. And Lings rolling in as well. Speedlings getting on top of these SCVs, on top of these Marines, killing what they can. The Reaper's trying to destroy everything as well. And Scarlett going to force to retreat. I do not know. Might be able to handle this, but decides instead that discretion is the better part of valor. And again, head on home instead. Marines going to get a free Overlord here as well, dodging another Corrosive Bile. The Queens are ready to go. KD8 charges, actually killing some of these creep tumors or weakening them to the point that the Reapers could finish them off. And that push was okay from Scarlett. Not the greatest, however, 47 to 29 total workers in favor of MarineLorD right now. Creep spread attempting to be spread continually. It does help a lot against those Reapers. Having that speed bonus to your Roaches and your Ravagers and your Zerglings is excellent when dealing with that number of Reapers. Production tab is long for MarineLorD. +1/+1 for his Marines and Marauders. Combat shield, concussive shells, more Marines, more SCVs. A starport just finished for our friend from France as well. And another base has landed. Nope. SCV holding that off. Meanwhile, small skirmish down here. More Corrosive Biles going down. More KD8 charges going down. Nobody really gets an upper hand on either side, so they both end up retreating. Creep spread continuing to push out towards the Terran base. This base has been denied. I like what Scarlett is doing here. And MarineLorD says, screw it. I'm just going to go ahead and land here. Going to start generating some SCVs and some mules from this area and not worry about that single mule. Ling's actually catching some transferring SCVs here, killing a couple of them. Ah, nice positioning there from Scarlett. And forcing a liftoff once again on this command center, and MarineLorD actually retreating. Fully retreating with this orbital command. MarineLorD is making an armory, making medevacs, making tanks. +1/+1 just about to finish for him, and there it is. Combat shield as well, 7 seconds away from completing. Heading on up through an open supply depot. Corrosive Bile is being thrown down a lot of these Marines. Ling's getting a full surround as well. Ling's on their own with support from Ravagers. They might have been able to do better, but they kind of got abandoned there. And the Marines just crush on through here, losing all of these Ravagers. with the Medivacs healing overhead, especially adding some additional life to those units. +1/+1 just about to finish for these guys. Even without +1/+1, very strong in this position. Trying to take a third base close to the Terran opponent. Oh no, Scarlett, you kind of left this out to dry. But no, actually retreating off the creep. MarineLorD does not want to be caught on the creep, possibly by banelings. He doesn't know what's coming up here from Scarlett. The answer is roaches. Basically going for roaches, trying to make the best of it with roaches. And MarineLorD comes back to finish the job, taking out that third hatchery very, very quickly. And actually, oh, manor mining from this third here. Yeah, long distance mining. There is a command center attempting to land here. It'll be some time before it manages to do so because there are creep tumors right next to it. Even going after larva. I mean, it is 105 to 70 total supply. MarineLorD feels in complete control of this game, and I can't necessarily say that I blame him. Finally scanning and getting rid of these creep tumors is MarineLorD. The creep has started to recede. Orbital command cannot land quite yet. Corrosive pile landing from a Ravager that is far, far away. But again, so easy to dodge here. Just running right on in. Lings trying to do what they can. Corrosive bile trying to get those tanks. Not able to do it. Marines with +1/+1, and that's it. A GG from Shura. GG from Scarlett. MarineLorD's victorious, and Scarlett has left the game. So again, pretty intense back and forth action there. Quick little 11-minute match, but again, fairly fantastic from both of these players. Scarlett was able to get up and do quite a bit of damage, pushing clear in to the second base here with the Ravagers, with the Roaches. But again, I just feel like the control wasn't quite there. Scarlett's Lings kind of got abandoned over here on a group of Marines with some Ravager support. That could have been a much better scenario, but instead they got distracted by some Marines on this side, and the end was able to deny this base, but the upgrades were too good. The early harass from the Reapers, too good. MarineLorD was able to get a giant worker lead compared to Scarlett and just rode that to victory. So well played by him. Good job by France, and France beats Canada today. So that's it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thanks for watching, and you take care of yourself.